So hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to run Google Ads on a small budget. As you can see on my screen here, the things to do when you're running Google Ads on a small budget. So straight up, let's get right into the video. So the first one here is targeting long tail specific keywords, because in Google Ads, the long tail specific keywords are the keywords that actually lead to conversions. If you're targeting broad keywords, these broad keywords usually have low intent of converting at that moment. And since you're running this, you're with a small budget, you want to make every click count. And when you're targeting long tail specific keywords, they have much higher intent of them converting, which is why you have to target this type of keywords when you are on a small budget and you don't have a bit of too much leeway for spend. That's why you have to target long tail specific keyword, because they have higher intent. These people have higher intent of converting. The next one here is uh, build a strong negative keyword list. Even before you start running the ads, research, look for different keywords that people might search that might trigger your ads, but they are not relevant to what you're offering. Add them as negative keywords. Even when you've started running the ads, going to the search and reports constantly, every week, even every 72 hours, going to the search term reports, remove this, add the keywords, like the search terms that I see there that don't match your offer or your service, add them as a negative keyword. So when they search those kind of keywords again, your ads won't show, and that click won't be wasted, and also you won't get that impression share. Go into your search terms, always find out the search terms and keywords that don't match what you offer. Add them as negative keywords in your ad, so you won't show up next time. A very good way of stopping your ads from showing up to people that are never going to convert. And if you never show your ads to people that are never going to convert, they don't have any way to click on your ads. Thereby, that click won't be wasted. Next one here is to focus on one offer. See, I see so many people, you have a small budget and you try to advertise all of, everything you're offering. Like, focus on one offer, because when you try to advertise everything that you're offering, you're going to spread your budget very, very thin, and there won't be much data, because it requires spend to get data. And when you spread your budget too thin, the amount of data you're going to get is going to be very, very low, and you won't know what to optimize. And also Google won't know what to optimize, because there is not enough data. And when you have a small budget, just focus on one offer that that is very, very proven, and people usually convert for it on this offer. Advertise on that offer, so you can consolidate that spend to that one offer, and make the best out of that offer, instead of just spreading spreading the budget in, and there'll be bits of data that won't amount to anything. The next one here is to target your best locations. And how you can do this is just with the geo targeting and Google Ads. If you find out that are different locations and different areas, these are areas that people usually convert, and you see you know much more conversions than other locations. Just focus all of your spend on that location, since you have a small budget and you see that, oh, like, this particular location has a very, very good potential. Focus on spend on that area, so you can make the best out of that one location that you found out that this location, people over here usually convert well. And when you do this, you actually see a lot more conversions, which will make you a lot more money than you can even use to expand on other locations. You get what I'm saying? Next one here is leverage ad scheduling. If you are a service-based business, or any other type of business, and you know that there are different times in the day that you don't operate, and you know that these times of the day, you can't service customers, you can't attend to people, what you can do is just leverage the ad scheduling in Google Ads to, let's say you're not operating between 8 to 10 a.m. You can go into your ad account, set between those time frames your ads won't be showing. So since you can't service in these areas, it doesn't make sense to be running your ads on those those particular times of the day, because you won't be available to to service these people. So it doesn't make sense to run your ads at that time, and also it saves you some couple bucks during those times, because people won't see your ads, and also because you can't service them at that time. People won't see your ads, and they will click your ads during that particular time, because they can't see it because of your ad scheduling. So leverage your ad scheduling very well. Those areas which those times which you don't operate, you can just add them as exclude those times. You get what I'm saying here? The next one here is to use your ad copy to qualify leads. And the simple way you can just do this in your ad copy, because when you are running Google Ads on a small budget, like, we want people that will come into your ads and convert so you can make money on the front end. Like you want people that come into your ads and convert. Let's say for example you are selling a product or service and it started from, let's say, $1,000. You can just show up in the ad, like put that in your ad starting from $1,000. So when someone who wants to purchase that product or service sees that, or they know they are not within that budget, they won't click your ads. And when you don't click your ad, that click is not going to be wasted, because when they get into your site and say that, oh, this product is $1,000, and you didn't show that in your ad, and they are not within that budget, they are just going to click off from your ads and they won't convert. But once you add that qualifier in your ads, like starting from this amount to this amount, when someone who sees that and yes, they know that within this amount, they're going to click through your ads. Oh, sorry about this. Close. They're going to click your ads and they're going to make that purchase, because they is already protected on your ads and they saw it and they click through it. You get what I'm saying here? You don't want everyone to be clicking your ads. You want people that are qualified for your product or service to be clicking through your ads, so you can make the most out of your spend. The next one here is use example and phrase match only. You don't want to be using broad match at all when you are at low spend. Like I said in the first the first point here is to use exact and phrase matching, because when you're using broad match makes you go very, very, like its name, broad, makes you go broad on your targeting, and you are going to be getting a lot of irrelevant traffic, a lot of irrelevant impressions that that like people your ad shouldn't even be showing to, like, which is why you have to leverage exact and phrase match, because you have a little bit more control here. But with broad, you don't have much control. Your ads are just going to be shown to different people. Let's say you're advertising, let's see, uh which example am I going to use here? Let's say you're advertising shoes. Let's say advertising shoes. Someone can search, shoes for going to, I'll post this past that. Let's say you're advertising for coffee shops. Your ads can even show to searches like caffeine, nicotine, and all this stuff, because Google thinks they think is relevant, and they make ads show for this searches which is not relevant to what you offer. So when you just leverage exact and phrase match keywords, phrase match types in your ads, you can have a little bit more tighter targeting, to make the most out of your spend. The last one here is you must have a high converting landing page. All this doesn't make sense if you don't have a high converting landing page. You must have a very high converting landing page that people just come in, takes them to the next step, very, very clean, organized, not too much, buttons are around here, like things are structured well in the landing page, so people can comment and they convert. Because all this doesn't make sense if people see your ads, they are qualified, they click through, and your landing page just and they don't convert. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So that is it on how you can run Google ads on a small budget, and I am going to see you in the next video.